Hello everyone, this is part 4 of General Elective Unit 2, subject being Gender in Modern World and chapter being Gender in French Revolution. Now we were on third category of the revolution. So basically I have divided the revolution history of France in three parts. First being the 1830 revolution and the second 1848 revolution, which we have discussed in part 3. You can watch that video. This part 4 will cover France after 1870. So basically 1870 revolution के बाद फ्रांस में क्या क्या चेंजेस क्या क्या चीज़ें हुई ये उस पार्ट को कवर करेगा. So let's begin. Now, when we see France after 1870, the year 1871 was a landmark in French politics as it witnessed double defeats in Paris. So, Paris में double defeats हमने witness करी थी 1871 year में. इसको इस तरीके से बताया गया है that Bismarck defeated on one hand Napoleon III and on the other hand Paris Commune. So two defeats were faced by France. One, Napoleon III was defeated under the leadership of Bismarck, and on the other hand, Paris Commune. So here it is written that 1871 was landmark and defeated on one hand Napoleon III and on the other hand Paris Commune, which lasted from 18 March to 28 May 1871 of anarchist and radical socialists. Next thing that we come here is that there are two major journals being talked about in this duration. First is the La Voix des Femmes and second being the La Politique des Femmes. So these two journals are basically mentioned in the history of 1870 after 1870. Now La Voix des Femmes, both journal were for the women only, for the women concerns only. The first one, La Voix des Femmes, played an important role in advocating the women's causes. This journal had women writers from middle class backgrounds. Earlier in the starting, I had discussed that in the starting of the chapter, we got to know that the writings and paintings were undertaken or were afforded by the rich high class women. But at the end, uh, where the revolution's era is being ending, and that is after 1870, we see that now the women writers are from the middle class backgrounds. So we see a not a major change, but a change that middle class women had also undertaken now writing their concerns, experiences. So this journal had writers from middle class background, and the women demanded self emancipation through education, training, participation in politics, changing production and daily life. So now they demanded the self emancipation of women through education, training, also participation in the politics, changing the production and daily life. इन एरियाज पे वुमेन ने अब जो है सेल्फ इमेंसिपेशन क्लेम करा था. Then we have La Politique des Femmes. Now, La Politique des Femmes was an important platform to express women's issues. यहाँ पे भी इस जर्नल में भी वुमेन्स के इश्यूज के बारे में बताया गया है. और ये जो था डिज़ायर गे ने इन 1848 फॉर्म करा था. तो इस जर्नल के जो आप कह सकते हैं फाउंडर थे वो कौन थे? डिज़ायर गे. इन 1848 ही फॉर्म दिस. एंड यहाँ पे भी हम कह सकते हैं जो वर्किंग क्लास वुमेन थी, बेसिकली मिडिल क्लास पे यहाँ पे फोकस करा गया है. जर्नल्स जो थी अब मिडिल क्लास वुमेन में काफ़ी फेमस होने लगी थी. वो अपनी जो कंसर्न्स थी वो इन जर्नल्स के थ्रू जो है अब रेज आउट करने लगे थे. सो इट रेज द डिस्टिंक्ट कॉन्शियसनेस ऑफ द वर्किंग क्लास वुमेन. Okay, they still believed women's experiences as valuable. Next coming is 1860s era. So in 1860s, what major changes we saw? Some initiatives for raising women's concern. So 1860s witnessed some initiatives. The first initiative that was undertaken was this thing. In 1869, an association for rights of women was formed. सो 1869 में एक एसोसिएशन फॉर्म करी गई थी फॉर द राइट्स ऑफ वुमेन। एंड इस एसोसिएशन ने क्या डिमांड करा था? इसने 4 डिमांड्स रखी थी। द डिमांडेड वुमेन ऑफ राइट टू वर्क, उन्हें राइट टू वर्क की जो राइट है वो मिलनी चाहिए। सिविल राइट्स, जो बेसिक सिविल राइट्स हैं, जो एक सिविल जो एक सिटीजन को मिलती है, वो वुमेन को भी देनी चाहिए। सो इक्वल पे फॉर इक्वल वर्क, जो काम मेन कर रहा है वही काम वुमेन कर रही है, तो उसको भी इक्वल पे मिलना चाहिए। एंड एक्सेस टू सेकेंडरी एंड हायर एजुकेशन, अगर मेन को एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करी जा रही है तो वुमेन को भी एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड यहाँ पे करी जानी चाहिए। ये इस एसोसिएशन में डिस्कस करा गया था। यहाँ पे वुमेन्स की ये डिमांड पुट फॉरवर्ड करी गई थी। एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग, अगर हम देखते हैं 1870s में, हमारे पास दो लोगों के नाम यहाँ पे दिए गए हैं, एंड्रे लियो एंड ल्यूइस मिशेल। So Lewis Michel were both active in Paris Commune of 1871. दोनों ही बहुत एक्टिव थे इन पेरिस कम्यून ऑफ 1871. In 1871, Andre Leo reflected sadly that the whole history of revolutions in France had been. So Andre Leo was a woman who reflected the revolutions that in these revolutions of France, what major thing we see that the women's demands were disregarded. सो रेवोल्यूशन में बेसिकली हमें क्या पढ़ना था कि क्या वुमेन का स्टेटस था, क्या वुमेन के एक्सपीरियंसेस थे, और हम यहाँ पे ये जो है कंक्लूड करते हैं दैट अगर हम पूरी हिस्ट्री देखें ऑफ द रेवोल्यूशंस इन फ्रांस, वुमेन की जो डिमांड्स थी उनको डिसरिगार्ड किया गया एंड ड्राइव देम टुवर्ड्स द कैथोलिक चर्च. So she reflected this, and 1878 में we also see that in 1878 International Women's Right Congress was held in France. 1878 में International Women's Right Congress जो थी वो एक मीटिंग हेल्ड करी गई थी फ्रांस में, एक कॉन्फ्रेंस फ्रांस में हेल्ड करी गई थी, और इसमें क्या डिमांड्स थी? तो द लिंक टू रेवोल्यूशन हैड गॉन, यहाँ पे ये भी है कि अब रेवोल्यूशन से अब रेवोल्यूशंस का कोई रोल नहीं था यहाँ पे। इंटरनेशनल वुमेन्स राइट कांग्रेस में जो डिमांड्स पुट फॉरवर्ड करी गई थी, दे वर सिमिलर एज टू दी you know that were put forward in 1869 thing, that Association for Rights of Women in 1869. The demands were almost same. There also it was right to work. Here it is also the right to work should be given. Equal pay for equal work should be given. Two new rights were that two new demands were that abolition of state regulated prostitution. So जो state regulated prostitution वहाँ पे carry out करा जा रहा था, उसका उन्होंने जो है abolition या prohibition मांगा था, and closing of women's brothels, और women brothels को बंद कर देना चाहिए. तो ये सारी demands वहाँ पे put forward करी गई थी. एंड लास्टली कंक्लूजन में हम ये कह सकते हैं दैट फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन इज सेलिब्रेटेड एज द बेंचमार्क ऑफ डेमोक्रेटिक आइडियल्स, द वैल्यूज ऑफ लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रेटर्निटी. We discussed in the starting only that these three values we see that it was given by French Revolution only, are seen as the gift of the French Revolution. However, these high ideals were by men, for men, and of the men. They realized that democratic political changes will be meaningless if corresponding democratic changes are not happening in the economic and social spheres. So first we need to start with economic and our social spheres, then only we can bring out some of the democratic political changes at a larger perspective. So we borrow ideas from French feminists to question the patriarchy, and gender and sex both are the products of social and cultural discourses. It is built in the society only, and France is not different from that. So we can conclude with this that women's demands were still disregarded in the French Revolution. We celebrate it as the benchmark of democratic ideals, but what we left was the challenges that were faced by women. They are the changes that were to be brought regarding the idea of gender were still not brought. Idea of equality, fraternity, and liberty that we say were for the men and did not reach women. So thank you. I hope you like it. So please like, and subscribe my videos and continue to show your support this way. Welcome.